Is anyone out here?
Nope.
Fuck. Did the girls tell you? Allison told us that that you told her she wasn't the lowest on the totem pole.
I told her that, yeah, on the hammock.
Told who that?
Allison.
No, I know, but do you not find it weird that she came back and told all of us that?
I didn't say it it was one of my pump-up talks.
No, I know that's what we're supposed to be doing, so I don't think there's anything weird about you saying that to her, but do you not think it's weird that she came back and told
Sarah, please get some money.
everyone? No?
Not really. Maybe
Okay.
I just perceive it in a different way than I meant it. It was just one of my,
We didn't we perceived it in no way.
Yeah, I know.
It's just if she is thinking she's not like the lowest on this side, or is she thinking she's not the lowest? Do you know what I mean? Like, why would she tell the people that might be the lowest that you told her she's not the lowest? Does that make sense? And what I'm saying, or am I totally reading it wrong?
I guess you're reading it wrong.
Oh,
Just 'cause
okay.
I'm not even it was just one of my normal talks. The only way I said it was she's just always down and bummed. She brought up that she feels like she's lowest on the totem pole.
Yeah.
And I just said, you're not lowest on the totem pole. This is a game. This is exactly what I explained it to her as. This is a game where if you're perceived as being the lowest on the totem pole, that can be used in your advantage. Like if people think you're low on the
I
totem
gotcha.
pole, yeah. I was just trying to pump her up. She felt like shit.
Okay, because the way it came across was kind of, do you know what I mean? Like,
Did she say it to you or to them?
She said it to them, and I came out kind of mid-conversation. I could hear them talking, and then I left.
Yeah, well, they probably misconstrued it like everything is misconstrued.
That's true. That's true.
Because, I wouldn't
Because, the way you're describing it is like, because I was thinking that just seemed very weird if you were doing what we thought you were doing, which is, because we're supposed to be making her feel comfortable, right? Mm-hmm. And then, and then she came, and the way it sounded was, I'm not the lowest. And I was like, well, if that's what he said, which is fine, why would she tell it to us?
No, yeah, they.
Anyways, I'm so over those two.
Oh yeah.
Oh, God.
She was probably explaining it the exact same way I said it, and they probably took it the way that you're explaining it to me, which.
Anyways.
That would make no sense to her for her to go say that if that's what I said.
Oh, good God. All right. Have you talked to John? Am I totally fucked?
He's not. He's saying the same thing to me as he said to you, which I don't know if I believe at all.
Yeah.
They're not giving me anything, which I also don't think is a good sign because John knows how close me and you are, and that means they all might know how close me and you are.
So, what are you thinking, or what are your thoughts? I'm just trying to stay as far away from you today as possible because I know they already know I'm a target with Kenny, so I just say...
Fix your microphone.
Oh, fuck.
Fix your hands.
So I just feel like I don't want to make it more of a target for you, basically.
Yeah. It's not looking amazing.
Yeah.
But again...
So you think Heather... Because Heather told me yesterday that it was like 90% Sabrina.
Okay.
She told me today it hadn't changed. But she could just be saying that.
Yeah, we'll have lots of time after we find out for sure to do stuff. But my gut's not feeling good.
Yeah, mine either.
Just because I feel like they would have no reason not to tell me if it was Sabrina.
Yeah.
And they would have reason to keep me in the dark if it was you.
Yeah.
And then they could just explain to me after that it was in my best interest to not tell me or something. I don't know.
Okay, so if that's what's happening, do you still feel like... Oh, fuck, did I totally fuck you over with that side? I'm so sorry.
I don't think you fucked me over. I'm not in as good a... I might have done it a little bit myself. They just don't. The only thing was, like, I was saying a lot that you weren't that close to Kenny.
I know.
And now they know that, like, it just, even from my perception, even if it's not through their eyes, it looks like you are, so.
Yeah. I know, it's just fucks in those moments where your fucking game face is off and you're just happy for someone that you like.
I understand. My thoughts haven't really changed on anything. I just have no fucking clue where Sabrina and Rochelle are at.
Mm-hmm.
I really don't. It's like, I know they're saying one thing, even to me, like, blatantly one thing.
Mm-hmm.
But I won't forget that talk. I told you right after that talk with Sabrina, though, how iffy I was about it, and I came clean about the whole fucking talk. And
I know.
That I can't forget, even if they're trying to make me forget it. Just don't know. This would be, like, knowing how Sabrina thinks, this would be such a perfect opportunity.
I know. But, okay, what I'm going to ask from you is that, because I've kept every single thing you've ever told me between us, because I did want it to be us. I really genuinely did. Mm-hmm. And it is a game. And I promise you, if, when it comes down to it, if I'm on the block and you decide for your game, it's best to let me go. Mm-hmm. I will not out you. I will nothing. Just tell me. And I swear I will keep my word. If I go home this week, I get to go home to my kids. Yeah. I'd rather go home this week than next week. So I just don't want you to manipulate me and play me. I just want you to be honest with me, because I have kept your trust this whole time.
I believe you when you say that too. I know outing me wouldn't serve.
It's really just more. It's honestly just more for my anxiety, so that when the time comes, I'll still act like I have a shot, but just for my anxiety and for, like, knowing, like, prepping myself for what's to come.
Mm-hmm. That's fair, and I would do that. I don't want to vote you out. I don't.
I know.
I have a lot of thinking to do, and I know I will be straight up with you. I will. It's the first time I've ever actually
considered it.
I know. But...
And I'm not an idiot to think that you haven't, so...
I know you're not.
But,
I have no reason to lie to you, because you could out me whether you wanted to or not. Like...
No, I know.
And I honestly believe you wouldn't, strictly because I feel like you do like me as a person more than a lot of these other people, and would just be damaging to me. But again, I have a lot to think about.
I do like you, and I know that it seems... I don't even know how to explain it, because, again, if Kenny was my number one, I would have told him all this stuff and we would have fucking worked it. And I know it doesn't appear that way, but really, I don't want to be up against Kenny at the end. I want to be up against you at the end. He's not the person I want to go to the end with. And I do trust you 1,000,000% more than I trust him.
I believe all of that. I always have. I wouldn't have been so open with you. You know I wouldn't be open with you if I didn't believe that stuff.
And I honestly...
Control's getting really, really hard.
I know. And I did this... The thing is, what pisses me off is I really felt that way about John, too. I really did. And he... Like, I get how it appears, but fuck, we haven't been able to hang out on purpose because of the game. Mm-hmm. John's fucking with Netta, and the only other person I trust in this game is Kenny. So I kind of... Like, that's the one do you know what I mean? Like, I know I should have acted differently. I know that. But I feel like I'm pissed off at John because he gets to fucking lie with Netta all fucking day long in the hammock all fucking day long. But, you know, when I do it because I need a person, now I'm a fucking target. It just seems unfair.
It is unfair. And the one thing about this game that keeps fucking me up is this game isn't fair. The way it goes, it's like life. Some people get handed a golden spoon and some people have to work their fucking dick off for a bronze spoon, and it's not fair, and I don't know how to...
And I know that. I'm not asking... I know it's not fair.
We were having real talk.
I know. And that's why, you know, even though Oh shit, I just had something in my brain that I wanted to say. I don't know. I really wish I trust you, but I don't obviously I don't trust John, and so it's hard, even though I want you to know you're my number one, it's hard for me to go along with people that I know, like I outright know in my gut even for the last couple of weeks have not had my best interest at mind, and I know that Kenny does. And so even though you're my number one, how do I do you know what I mean?
I know exactly.
It's so hard. It's so hard for me because I want, and even when we had first had that conversation, I was like, you know what? I'm just going to, if he tells me to do something, I'm just going to do it. And just my gut was telling me something wasn't right. And when he outright lied to me about those things that really weren't even that big a deal, I knew in my gut he really wasn't. And I just started thinking that it really is the four of them, and you and I are at the bottom. And that took over my mind, and that's where it fucked me over this week.
See, I honestly believed that also, but the only thing that made me not worry about that is I honestly believe when our side win, it would chip away at their side and it would push us into that spot.
Yeah.
That's what always kept, because everything you said is spot the fuck on, and I do agree with it. I just honestly believe the sides would fight a bit and we'd stay in the middle, and it would have bumped us up, but Kenny's a really, really, really big bump in that road for us, for me and you. And you,
I know,
is devastating for me because you've been my number one forever, and I know, really out of my hands right now.
And for your game, you think it's better, or you're still mulling over if it's better to still play the middle person and try to, like, if you evict me, you think you can blame it on Sabs, but you can't do the opposite. You can't evict who they, like, because they would want to. I see what you're saying. Yeah. I know I put you in a real shitty position.
It's not that you, it's just the position is shitty. I'm not blaming you. A game, you can never be in a good spot the whole game. I've been in a very good spot for a long time. Now I'm gonna have to fucking work. Maybe there'll be some fucking miracle where it's Sab. Honestly, that would just be like, but I just don't think it is. They're actually not telling me 100%, but my fucking, I can sense it 1,000,000%, or else they would tell me.
Mm-hmm. And by you just saying to them, look, I know you don't trust her, but I do, that is putting you in a bad position with them, right? Like, if you don't go along with what they say.
I've already tried to push for you as much as humanly possible.
Yeah, without.
Not even without, honestly, a little bit. We'll see.
It is my fault in the end because I was the one that was pushing you about how good it would be to have Kenny here. You're the one that planted it in their heads to not backdoor him. It's all my fault, essentially.
It's not your fault. It's a shitty position. I can understand your point of view, why. I can understand everything from your point of view.
Yeah.
And not backdooring Kenny came back to bite us in the ass. I should have never planted that seed. I completely regret doing it, but it wasn't you that talked me into it. It was me also wanting Kenny to stay. I
know.
I can't believe they bit at that so hard. Now he won Vito. It was so obvious he's such a competitor for Vito.
Okay. Well, the only reason I wanted to have this talk with you is because I just wanted, again, you to be honest with me. And I'm, like, I hate that I'm fucking going out like this, maybe. But, and I hate it that it's for someone that wasn't even my number one. If it would have been for you, it would have been fine. I would have been like, you know what, that's okay. He was my number one. And so that part just pisses me off, that I just let my emotion and my personal feeling for him and my excitement for him.
It was also game, though. It's very beneficial to your game if he had stayed and you had stayed. That's
I know.
An army behind you.
I know, but I genuinely thought it was good for you too. I would never have.
It was good for me too.
I know.
It was. It was good for all of us, but they realized that.
Yeah.
They just do. They can't leave an army in the game in their mind. And I'm very confident Sabrina's been talking behind our backs to them, because if they can see the cracks in us, you or Kenny would be the perfect move. Oh, I wish there wasn't so much logic for you to go up.
I know. And honestly, it's like another part of like why I'm just thinking maybe this is just the way the game was supposed to go, because I honestly have spent so many days up until now scared that I was going to make jury and have to be away from my kids for that much longer. And so maybe this is just, I'm so sorry, because I wanted honestly to be there for you.
You don't have to be sorry. You know I fucking love you.
You've done so much for me in this game. It's not even funny. And
well, if we can find a way, then that's awesome.
I better believe I'm looking for every fucking way. I just am. It's just most of the talks I've had have been shut the fuck down pretty quick.
Yeah. Oh well. If I have to go down for something, at least it's for being too close to someone and not because everyone fucking hated me.
Well, that's you're one of the most fucking loved people in this house by everyone, hands down. That's for damn sure. This game is fucked.
Yeah. Oh well. I got too comfortable and I started worrying about someone else instead of worrying about myself. And I guess sometimes that's how people go. I mean, fucking people go out for all sorts of different reasons. But if I fucking go out and I see you not win because of that fucking other side fucked you over, I'll be so pissed. Oh my God, I'll be so pissed.
It takes a lot to actually win this game. Like a lot.
Yeah.
And that just scares me the fucking most.
I know.
I think she knows a lot more about this game. She's like,
Oh, she definitely, even the things she says to me, I know 100% she does.
She's just...
But here's the thing, does it not make sense for John and Netta to take Adele and Heather with them all the way?
Yeah.
Like, it makes more sense.
It's just, again, I'm assuming they'll get chipped at before that. I have to assume that.
Yeah.
I literally, like, what the fuck else can I do?
Well, that's why I'm saying to you, is that a better option? Is just hoping that, or just standing your ground with a side that, at least till this point, I don't know, I guess maybe not, but I know we all trust you, and that's why I'm just wondering. It's really my only shot, because I can't go to that side now regardless. My only shot is to trust in fucking Sabrina who's crazy, and possibly you and Kenny. But I know Sab's the thing with Sabrina is when she's scared, she's a fucking asshole. When she's not, she's loyal as fuck. So, I don't know. I think that's better for me than John, who is 100%, 1,000,000% doesn't trust me. Yeah. I mean, I tried hard. I fucking snuggled him as much as I fucking could. Rubbed his fucking hair every time he goddamn asked me. Let him fucking try to fake kiss me, dry hump me all over the fucking place. Literally. Like, honestly. All because I knew he needed that. He needed me to feel like I enjoyed that from him. And it was fucking for nothing. And so if that wasn't enough, there's nothing else I can do that's going to be enough. My only shot right now is with that, with the other side.
Mm-hmm.
I just hope that if you vote against me, Kenny doesn't figure it out.
I think I could push on Sab for a week, maybe. Well, I could. Honestly, the only thing is, I'm not, like, it's an option for sure. It's not etched in stone, but honestly, I think she's going to vote to get you out. I'm not talking shit when I say that.
Mm-hmm.
In my gut, almost know she's going to. She explained to me we have to break that up down the road, and she was talking about me, Rochelle, Allison, and her.
But the thing is, she knows 100% that none of those people up there have her back. Like 100%, she knows
Allison
that.
Over you, she thinks Allison has your back.
Oh, I see.
Her. Like, she knows Allison has your back on her. It's not even like a...
Yeah.
And she thinks Allison's a stronger competitor than you. Those were the two things she said to me. And
So then that would really...
I could just blame Rochelle and Sabrina. But the thing is, then it's just Kenny I'm trying to convince, and it's almost not even worth it at that point.
Yeah.
I honestly think they'll take you out.
Yeah.
That was never been game talk. That was always real from the conversation me and her had sitting right in these chairs.
Yeah.
Looking down the road, it was supposed to be in her mind, me, Rochelle, Allison, and her.
Yeah.
And against you and Kenny. Instead of just me, you, and Kenny against those.
Yeah.
Obviously, I'd be the fucking stupidest idiot in the world to really want that, when it'd clearly be me fourth on that list.
Yeah.
But since she believes that, why would she ever vote to keep you over Allison? I just don't... Knowing how she thinks 20 steps ahead and forgets middle steps.
Yeah.
And that almost just exposes me anyways, and then it's like, meh.
I know, but still, if I would have showed her, she needs it. She's the fucking neediest, fucking self-obsessed person in the entire world.
Yeah.
And so the fact that I haven't given her that time, basically, that's that. Oh well. It's so fucked up how fucking shit goes in here. Oh my god.
I think I have shit under control for a week or two, and I realize for real I don't.
Yeah.
Like, for real.
Hey, honey.
Hey.
What up? Oh, not much. Just brewing over what the fuck's happening this week. You know how shitty it consistently is when we figure out the scenarios. It even just sucks.
What do you mean...
Just losing one of us sucks, and them taking one of us out sucks.
Yeah.
It sucks. If we had won, we would have been fucking laughing.
Allison's like pacing in the kitchen.
Really?
Looks like she's thinking.
I can already feel her starting, like, when she pulled me aside earlier to chat. I can feel her planting seeds that she might try and have a talk with me soon. Just buttering me up right now, but I don't know if she will or she won't.
Yeah, I think for her, the seed planting will start once she knows who she's up against. Mm-hmm. And then she'll concoct her plan.
She can fucking butter me up all she wants.
Yeah.
But am I going to go solo with her? No.
No. As long as she stays up, we're fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly. That's all good. Good God. This house. It's like literally 1 minute I'm crying, the next minute I'm laughing, the next minute I'm pissed.
Yeah.
I should make some slop cookies. I put the oven on. Ugh, I don't want to eat slop cookies, but I know I should have. I only had 2 bowls of slop today. They're pretty big bowls, but how many have you had?
2, but like big bowls.
Yeah. Giant bowls. How are you guys? How's Sabs?
She's okay. She seems more calm. I think because she figured out that she doesn't think a doll has this power.
Yeah.
So I think we all know that if Allison stays up, that she's gonna go.
Yeah.
So that's what's
Keeping her calm.
Yeah, and I hope you know that, right?
Yeah, I feel that for sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I would never ever keep her.
I know. Thank you, baby.
That would do nothing.
We're a team now.
Yeah, that would do nothing for me,
Yeah.
So that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would definitely put you guys on the bottom
stupid.
regardless, right?
Why would, makes sense. I just hope there's nothing that take Canada to save someone. I don't think there will be this week, though.
It's always a possibility, but you never know.
Yeah. Do you think Adele's power is done?
I don't know. I'm legit 50-50 on it. He either... my mind's been torn so much with that, I've decided to stay 50-50 on it. I don't know.
Yeah.
I feel like you totally could still have it, or it's totally just a lot. And I know that doesn't help anything. What do you think?
I don't even want to guess. That fucking guy, man.
Yeah.
Who even knows what's going on? Is he even in this house? Like, is he real? If he takes her off, we're fucked, but... I can't believe this is real life right now. Who does this? Sits around and talks about fucking...
Often people.
Oh my God. I hate it. I actually do.
I think the towels are done.
Oh, okay.
What setting?
Let's do it together, baby.
Okay.
Thank you for...